Oh shit, what's up, degenerates? It is I, Satoastshi, and I am here for a special Tuesday edition of The Pit. It's going to be Toast Alpha Drop is what we're calling it. And let me just pull up YouTube comments so I got you guys here and can answer any questions. I got about 35 to 45 minutes to just dump on you all the alpha or sort of everything I'm seeing and playing. So we'll start off with some charts, Coach, if you want to switch to a screen share. But I have, you guys may know me from previous iterations of this show as being a Europore scalper, 1 minute chart kind of guy. And I think that's appropriate meta for bear markets. I think that's where you should be. You should be, eyeing for shorts and just generally having a pessimistic outlook. I have completely 180'd on that. The first thing that really did it for me was just seeing Sol. Sol has been stuffed and stuffed and stuffed. Let me just go to it real quick. And let me mute this tab so I got you on chat. So seeing Sol do this, like if it were truly a bear market, it should have been stuffed at the top of the range. All that stuff, it didn't. And so I just want to mark this out for you guys to show you what I've been eyeing on majors. That's BTC, Sol, AVAX, and FTM, and maybe, just maybe, Luna Classic. So let's start with BTC, right? And just look at this monthly imbalance, right? In different sects of trading, these types of things are known differently. If I just pull up a VPVR real quick, or just volume profile, you'll see it. Is it VPVR still? What the hell? Aggregate VPVR, maybe? What the hell, dude? What is juice? Oh, I've got too many indicators. Hold on. Let me drop some of these real quick. Don't need that. Don't need that. Cool. We'll just go to volume profile, visible range. Yeah. VRVP. All right. So these right here in inner circle trading, ICT trading, they're known as fair value gaps, FVGs. And it's where a candle body has a section that is not being overlapped by the neighboring wicks. Okay. So this right here, this is an FVG. You can see it stops at the wick to the left and it starts at the wick to the right. Okay. Same thing is going on here. We have a FVG also for volume profile traders known as a low volume node. Okay. This is your low volume node right here. Other traders might call it an imbalance, whatever. It exists. And it's typically a good place to see reactions. What did Bitcoin do? It tested the bottom of that FVG or that imbalance, retraced, came back up, tagged the midpoint. And then you can see it on the monthly already, but let's look at the weekly to see it really. It consolidated here for like a week or more. And then it finally ran to the top, consolidated for like 4 weeks, and then moon passed. Now, what did Sol do? Sol did pretty much the same thing, tested the bottom of the range, came back down, launched to the midpoint, consolidated there for weeks, and now seems to just be making its way to the top. Okay. What did AVAX do? And I called this. Once I saw Sol and BTC doing the same thing, I went and I marked out monthly imbalances on all of these charts. And so AVAX, once it broke here, we were all getting along in the pit. My target was about $43. Why? Because the monthly imbalance midpoint is 41.43. And if you look at BTC and Sol, they all kind of ran past it a little bit. So a little bit of extra juice on that midpoint. So, and then the same thing on Sol, a little bit of extra juice past that midpoint. So on AVAX, I expected very much the same thing. So I was long from here, closed here and shorted, and then took profits this morning down here at around 38 and some change. I expected to consolidate here for a few weeks, and then run to the top, consolidate for more weeks, and then run. That's all dependent on BTC. At some point, BTC ruins the party on all this, but I don't know if that's right now or what. FTM has a monthly imbalance. The midpoint is at 95 cents. So after rotating out of AVAX rather, I longed FTM because that's what I think is probably next. FTM has a monster run because it's so low compared to that midpoint. And furthermore, I think that Sol Eco will have a good time. That's Boo, that's Spirit, that's probably not solidly, right? But maybe like Tomb or something, from the old FTM days. So get out your spooky Halloween tokens because it's time to moon. That's my presumption here. Of course, managing risk with a stop loss. I'm willing to lose like 5%, 10% off of my margin if BTC decides it doesn't want to play ball. So those are the monthly imbalances I wanted to go over. Now let's talk about Solana NFTs. So a couple streams back, I was telling RT about Solana NFTs. This is also going to tie in with Solana airdrop season. So let's just take a refresher, right? Sol ran to the monthly imbalance mid. It then consolidated and started moving past it. Let me get this VPPR off. Perfect. What the hell? Let's get this off of the chart. Very good. So around this time, Solana NFTs were going absolutely nuts. Okay. So let's talk about Solana NFTs in their own merit. There's a blue chip set. It's Tensorians, MadLads, and Quekz, in my opinion. These are the blue chips of Solana NFTs. I fully expect MadLads to go to 1,000 SOL, and it probably won't take that long to do it. Okay. So what I've been doing, this is Tensor.trade, and it's going to have an airdrop. Okay. The way that you rack up points for that airdrop is you create a wallet, or in my case, many, many wallets. And then in the rewards points, you get rewards for bidding, for sweeping, for listing. The closer you are to floor with your bids and your listings, the more points you rack up. You also get points for referring. I have grabbed a Tensorian for every wallet that I have that I'm farming with, and I staked it. So Tensorians were, I think, down at like 40-ish SOL, somewhere around here is where I started acquiring them. And I think they're going to go to 1,000 SOL. Maybe not as fast as MadLads. I'm so bullish MadLads, it hurts. I have like 3 of them now. I'm not going to waste time going over why. Someone in the chat said Spirit is dead. Yeah, so is Phantom Chain, dude. Multi-chain got hacked. That does not mean it's not going to 95 cents and Spirit's going to go fucking nuts along with it, because we all know dead coins pump the hardest. They become meme coins. You don't even, I totally forgot to mention this, but Luna Classic has a monthly imbalance as well. Where is it? I mean, Luna's monthly imbalance is somewhere at like $41. Just imagine if Luna Classic runs from fucking like less than 1/100 of a cent to even $1 would be insane. Anyways, just because something's dead, don't fade it. Okay, that's all I'll say. Okay, so back to it. Tensorians. Bought one for each wallet, staked it. You can stake these NFTs if you go to rewards, Tensorians, and then click stake. You can stake them. You get a boost on your points. If you stake 10 of them, you get a bigger boost. You stake like 50 or some shit, you get an even bigger boost. Like I'm just going for qualifying for the airdrop. I'm not looking to get top ranking or anything. I'm more trying to qualify on as many wallets as possible than trying to maximize the rewards for any one wallet. So, Sol blue chips, Tensorians, MadLads, Quekz. I think Tensorians are going to 1,000. I know MadLads are going to 1,000. Quekz, they could go even crazier. I have no idea, but I've acquired a lot of Quekz. I've acquired 3 MadLads. I have a Tensorian for each of my farming wallet. If you want to use my referral, by the way, the code is JIR738. Help me rack up referrals. So that's the NFT trade in a nutshell from a blue chip perspective and from a farming Tensor perspective. There's going to be a Tensor airdrop. I find it to be much better than Blur. I think it'll go a lot crazier than Blur. Someone said, interesting. I mean, the protocol is literally dead, but I guess there is still liquidity. Dude, nothing is dead in this space. Mark on my words, all right? Shib was dead. Like, so many things have been dead in the past. Does not stop them from going. FTT, dude. Look at fucking FTT. Hold on. This was deader than dead. Now look at it. Right? What's it up from the lows? 521% in a couple of months, dude. So in this space, you do not simply fade something just because it's quote unquote dead. Anyways, back to the alpha here. Okay. All the time, things climb to the top of the volume rankings on Tensor. It does not mean that they're necessarily biddable. So what I've been doing is I'll join the Discord. I will learn about the project. I will see what the dev is doing. Does the dev have any other accolades? And then I will speculate accordingly. Most of the top 10, top 20-ish here, maybe top 50, are airdrop NFTs. So let's go down those real quick. Homeowners Association is Parcl, okay? Parcl, let me just go on a VPN here. Don't tell the folks at Parcl. So Parcl is a real estate speculation protocol. You can long and short entire real estate markets with leverage. So right now, just for farming points, I've got an airdrop. I've got a short open on San Francisco real estate. Okay, just trying to farm some points. Parcl will have an airdrop. I think it's one of the most underfarmed airdrops. Okay, so if you can get in here, it starts by buying these. Now look at this, right? The Pit and I started acquiring here, like this consolidation, because we knew it was an airdrop NFT, but the market really isn't paying attention to it, as evidenced by the fact that they tweeted today that their NFTs would be boosters on points for the airdrop program. Boom. Okay. Soon as that tweet came out, just mooned, and I managed to offload a couple up here, and I'm looking to rebuy if this is a nice, bottom for them. But airdrop NFTs, like the more the protocols make it known that their NFTs are involved in these airdrops, the NFTs moon. So, if you're going to start accumulating them, pick up some extras to sell and flip. And that way you can make back your initial, and now you got a free ride on the NFTs, not only for the airdrop, but also for selling after the airdrop, although they may become essentially worthless after the airdrop. So play that accordingly. This is not financial advice, by the way. I am a piece of toast. You should never take financial advice from a piece of toast. I'm literally an idiot. This is just what I'm doing. Thank you for that on the bottom of the screen, Coach. All right, so that's airdrop NFT number one. Number two, because Tensorians is number one. We got Tensorians, Homeowners Association. Claynosaurz has a whole ass game coming out. I don't have time to cover it, but I'm bullish Claynosaurz, and I've bought a fuckload of clay, which is like one soul right now. And if you just buy a shitload of clay, I imagine it's going to be, have utility in the game. You need it to make things, which is why I'm bullish on clay, because it's just an easy way to get exposure to Claynosaurz. Sujiko Warrior presale tickets. Sujiko is an NFT perp trading platform. Now, if you're playing Sol Eco right now, this is mine, by the way. I'm just farming points by longing MadLads. The funding rate's insane, but it's not paying out yet. And I really should be liquidated here. I don't know why it hasn't liquidated this position. Maybe devs need to work on the protocol a little bit, but you can't actually use this protocol unless you have a Warrior presale ticket. In December or early January, they're going to mint these. So the presale ticket gets you a guaranteed mint, but if you go spurg out in the Discord like I did, you'll also get a whitelist roll. I don't know. I think they're a little bit over allocated, so you might not be able to get a whitelist roll at this point, but I did it. I confirmed it yesterday by, clicking this button to survive, quote unquote, which is, I think, a way to parse out their over allocation. Anyways, Sujiko Warrior presale tickets. The alpha on these is that this is the verified collection. This is anyone who minted the presale tickets from the Discord before December 1st. Anyone after December 1st, their collection is not verified. So if you minted your presale tickets after December 1st, it's an unverified collection. How do I fucking show unverified? What the hell, dude? Is it this? No. Huh. Maybe they verified them? I don't know. Anyways, there's an unverified collection somewhere. You can find it in the Discord, or you can find it in the pit. Go to hxro.com, click the community tab, join the pit if you're not in there. And we were posting the link to the unverified collection. The unverified collection was going for 50% under the floor of the verified collection, but they're the same fucking thing. So we scooped up a grip of fucking unverified Sujiko tickets, got them all validated in the Discord, easy money. Was able to flip some of them and make back my initial. But this is how you get access to the Sujiko NFT perps platform. And you might be thinking, like, this platform sucks. It's not even liquidated you yet. How am I supposed to be bullish on that? Well, it's a very early alpha. So the Sujiko Warriors will mint in December or January. They will give you multipliers on points. And I fully expect once that gets out that these things are going to just reprice. But that said, they're already doing pretty fantastically well. And what was the last thing I wanted to say about Sujikos? Oh, yeah, the dev of Sujiko. He's the one who built the Solana airdrop checker that everyone has been using. He built it in a fucking day. This thing, I'm sure if you're in Solana Eco right now, you've used this at some point in the last 2 weeks. He built it in like a day. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Sujiko. So that's another airdrop NFT. What else? Tatsumiko. I don't know a whole lot about the Me Colony mint or the game or whatever. I just know that it's going to be a game, and this is an airdrop NFT. What else is there? Magic tickets, I think. Zeta cards. So Zeta is a perp platform on Sol. They're also going to have an airdrop. To use it, you need Zeta cards. I think they're also boosters on points. They're dumb cheap right now. They're down. So if you want to farm Zeta, I recommend it. Look at that chart. Yeah, they're probably going to keep going down a fair amount, but maybe you find some support down here at like half a sol. Either way, I find them to be any airdrop you can farm right now, especially underappreciated ones. Like this chart says people are fading this airdrop. Now, Tensor, Margin Fi, all these airdrops, and I'll go over them. Like they're heavily fucking farm. Margin Fi's TVL like 4x overnight after the Jito airdrop. By the way, let's pull up Jito real quick just to show you. This was a beautiful play. We in the pit just pretty much longed it as soon as perps were available. I had a target of about 450, hit it. I kind of set a trailing stop loss once we got close to it, and that took me out. But this airdrop kind of showed people, oh shit, like Jupe airdrop, Margin Fi airdrop, they're going to be sick. So all of the capital flooded into Solana. Most of the farmable airdrops are, you know, like they're diluted by now. But Zeta, Drift, Parcl, Sujiko, these are all very, like, no one cares. I went into Ansem's Telegram and tried to tell people about the Sujiko unverified tickets that they could get it for such a discount, and like fucking crickets. Nobody gives a shit. So I highly recommend Sujiko and Zeta if you're looking for airdrops to farm. So we got Tensorians are an airdrop farming NFT, Homeowners Association, Parcl, Claynosaurz to some degree, but I do not have the alpha on that. Sujikos, Zeta tickets, Tatsumikos. What else is there? Is there anything else? No. So that's it, dude. I fully oh wait, no, yeah. Let me go over Tensor Sharkz. So these guys, they're like an airdrop farming crew. So they take all of the mint and the royalties from these NFTs and they use it to farm. So they're taking all that SOL, putting it into Margin Fi, putting it into Tensor, and farming the airdrops. And it's all on chain and verifiable. And then they take the winnings and they just redistribute them out to NFT holders, and they take no fee, which is fucking sick, right? They're an awesome group in the Discord. They're sharing all sorts of airdrop alpha. So they're telling you exactly how they farm, what to do. It's super cool to be in. So I picked up one of these, but the alpha here is Tensor season 2s. Okay. So Tensor Sharkz season 3 are for farming season 3 of the Tensor platform, as well as MarginFi and a couple others. So they're farming Juke, MarginFi, Kamino Finance, all of the major protocols being farmed right now. But season 2 is from Tensor's season 2, when they gave away shards for the Tensorians, but they also gave away these treasure boxes that are thought to contain Tensor. You can't open them yet. So everyone thinks, oh, these season 2 boxes that haven't opened yet, they probably contain the token. And when the token releases on season 3, those boxes will open. Well, guess what? Everyone dumped these shits after season 2 ended. So when those boxes open with the Tensor inside, it'll be airdrops to everyone holding these NFTs, which means you can get a guaranteed Tensor airdrop just by picking up these season 2 NFTs. I find them to be quite fairly priced right now. The dev, and this is why the team is so sick. The dev even came out and said, guys, up here, they're overpriced in my opinion. I don't know how much the Tensor token will be worth, but I highly doubt that it'll be worth it for you to be buying them at $3 or 3 SOL. So he actively told people not to buy the fucking NFTs, which to me just screams like, fiduciary duty. It screams like, they actually care about like people's outcomes, which is sick. And then they kind of went back down to this price. He said between 1 and 2 SOL is probably good price. So I placed all my bids there, and I picked up a shitload of season 2s because they're guaranteed Tensor airdrops. And I don't think the market is yet to realize this, or if they ever will, it's kind of deep in the weeds. So if you want to just get access to the Tensor airdrop, but you don't want to go through all the hassle, just grab these, dude. Try to scoop them up as low as humanly possible. Super good. All right. So that's the Tensor Sharkz. I don't think there's a whole lot else. Like, I'm kind of bullish on Chads. The dev's kind of based. I'm kind of bullish on Fooks. Fooks has been delaying their reveal for like ever. I got 8 of these, and I just kind of think they're going to go nuts because the dev is playing like sneaky games with the reveal, telling people, just trust me, bro. Like he's trying to make it seem like it's a rug, but I think what he's doing is he's just creating the strongest holder base he possibly can before reveal. I might be wrong about that. They may just entirely be a rug. Right now, they're just these boxes. But like, as he's been building anticipation, it kind of mooned, and then he's like going deep into it now. I think, and then they posted something in their Discord. What was it? He posted in their Discord an announcement with like a GIF of a puppet hand. And it said, oh, so it's during moments like these where the true core of a community forms. That kind of validated my theory that like, oh shit, because he said in a video that they have a really unique reveal mechanic that's never been done before. So either it's just a straight up rug is the reveal mechanic, which has been done before, or he actually knows what he's doing and he's building sort of like true believers. Like if you stayed in this long, you're not going to sell on reveal, right? So he's avoiding post-reveal dump, and only the people who remain are just like insanely committed. So that's why I'm holding on to these. I'm kind of interested in them. So that's Fooks. Bonks, I picked up a couple of these because Bonk, dude, like if Bonk does what we kind of think it will, where it just pulls a shib, then like, I don't even know if these are associated with Bonk, like the team, or at all. But like, I think if Bonk just goes another 100, 200%, these are going to go off. So I just picked them up as like beta. What else? I think that's it, dude. I think that's it. Coach said he's bullish Miga. Oh yeah, Kanpai Pandas are worth mentioning. Like obviously, I think these fit into the blue chip category with Tensorians, MadLads, and Quekz. I think these are blue chips. I think Claynosaurz are blue chips too. Not the derivatives, but the main. Bitcoin on Sol is interesting. Yeah, so that's Sol NFTs. How much time we got? We got like 20 more minutes. All right, so we got Sol NFTs. We covered some Sol airdrops, but so your airdrops are Tensor, MarginFi, which is borrowing and lending, plus more. So here's MarginFi, and it's borrowing and lending. You can stake with their liquid staking token, LST. It has built-in swap and bridge. And yeah, I've got like 8 or 10 wallets farming this thing. For farming, you get paid points on referrals and the volume that your referees do on the platform. And then you get like 1 point for every dollar borrowing or supplying, or borrowing or lending per day, or some such shit. So I'm just trying to farm these on as many wallets as possible. Oh yeah, Coach said KR Trades, who is part of Tensor team, talked about Migos and Coops. Yeah, one more thing is Dojo. How are those doing? Not so great. I picked up one of these because the Tensor's, is it Tensor? Or yeah, I think it's Tensor's like director of communications or director of growth or some shit. This is his NFT shit. Like this is his collection. And the art's pretty sick. And I think that as word gets out that like someone involved with Tensor is like created these, I think they'll do well. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just hold them to 0, but worth mentioning. MarginFi. So that's heavily farmable. I would say after Jito and Jupiter, this is probably going to be the biggest airdrop. So I would put airdrops in order of Jito, Jupe, Tensor, then MarginFi. I think people are going to be dumping their airdrop from MarginFi pretty quickly. I don't think people really give many fucks. But yeah, that's MarginFi. You also have Kamino Finance, which is a lot like MarginFi, except just like, I think way better. And I really actually am quite bullish on Kamino and its token. Obviously, there's going to be an airdrop. Here's a points program they're hinting towards. You can borrow and lend. You can also provide liquidity. And there's good rewards somewhat, right? So 141% APR on Sol USD, 185% on Jito Sol USD. It also has a multiply feature where you can take a yielding Sol token, like a stake Sol token, and 10x the yield. Now, obviously that comes with liquidation risk. Just know that like you're borrowing stables against your staking tokens, and then you're buying more staking tokens, right? So if Sol like takes a shit, like you can get liquidated on this, but it's probably a good way to farm airdrops. Then you have leverage. You have long and short leverage that goes against your borrowing and lending portfolio margin. So that's pretty sick. Yeah, Kamino is a good one. I think it'll be farmed to shit though. Like I'm sure the TVL has gone nuts. Let's take a look. So, yeah. So is there a TVL chart? No. Oh, well. All right. So that's Kamino. So we did Tensor, we did Sujiko, we did Parcl, we did MarginFi, we did Kamino. What else we got? Lulo. Lulo is also probably going to have an airdrop. Okay, I guess you got to sign up for alpha. But yeah, Lulo is probably going to have an airdrop. Drift is a perp platform on Solana. They're probably going to have an airdrop. Yeah, and they've got a good amount of tickers. Like you got Jito, Tia, Aptos, OP. Like so, there you got Bonk, you got HNT. Pretty well-rounded set of tickers. And yeah, they're definitely doing an airdrop. So you can farm this. I think it's under farmed. Zeta.trade, is that it? So here's Zeta. Zeta trade. What the hell? Let's go to Twitter real quick. I think if you haven't been farming MarginFi, like you don't necessarily need to bother. No, you should. You should qualify for the airdrop on all wallets. What am I saying? Like it takes like $50 to qualify, right? Like get your name on the board, get some points. and just do it with as many wallets as possible. It's too late though, in my opinion, to try to hit like the top of the leaderboard for points and thus get like the biggest allocation. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Yes, I am bullish on Jewel, and if we can get to it, I will talk about it. Let's go to Zeta real quick so I can show you that. Yeah, they're DEX, right? So here's Zeta. They have a points program. It's I'm pretty sure it's contingent on the NFTs, if I'm not mistaken, but I haven't even actually done this part. So let's do that real quick. Let's pop in here and see what it looks like. Connect. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I got a Z-Pass boost. It's going to burn it. And that gives me a boost. So it burns the NFT. And that gives me a boost on my points. My points. And then, yeah, as you trade on the platform, you rack up Z-score. And then that's your airdrop. So that's Zeta. I think we covered everything there. And we covered all the Sol airdrops. So now we just got to do Say and Cosmos. So first, well, Say is Cosmos. So first, let's take a look at like all of the Cosmos things you need to know. What's the best way to do this? All right, I'm going to go into one of my Kepler wallets real quick. I'm going to go to the dashboard. Okay, so over the bear market, a bunch of different protocols have either launched on or moved to Cosmos. So some of the hottest tickers of today are on Cosmos. You got Tia, you got Inge, you got Kuji, you got fucking Kava, you got DYDX, right? Like, so Cosmos has become sleeper, way more bullish. I would say the quickest way to get access to this meta is you should grab, like, if you have bags of Tia or you have bags of DYDX or you have bags of Inge, right? Come in here. Kepler allows you to create infinite wallets. Like, so I would create like 10, 20 wallets, take your Tia and then go stake it. Try to choose a validator that has low staking equity, like one that isn't the biggest staker right now, the biggest validator right now. So like stake, 1/10 of your holdings, then send the remainder to the next wallet, stake, 1/9, send the remainder to the next wallet, stake 1/8. You see what I'm saying? So that way you're spreading out your staking across multiple wallets. Now, if you're going to do Inge, what I recommend, I caught this from someone on Twitter, Black Panther and Talus protocol. Both of them are airdroppable. So staking to them gets you access to an airdrop. So I recommend them as your validators for staking Inge. But yeah, Inge, Say, I'm staking Say for airdrops. I imagine, so as is tradition in the history of Cosmos, is that if you're staking on Cosmos Hub, you qualify for airdrops, right? So all the airdrops I've ever received in the Cosmos ecosystem have come from staking with validators. So, yeah, definitely stake with validators on Cosmos Hub to just get like a wide smattering of airdrops coming to Injective, coming to Tia stakers, all that. And then on top of that, I also recommend LPing on Osmosis. So let's see what this wallet has on Osmosis real quick. Yeah, okay. So say USDT, for example, right? Here's my range. I don't like this as much because it's exposing me to USDT. Not for USDT risk, but just for the fact that like I want to be max allocated until like 2025. And I really don't care if we get a nuke. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to qualify for airdrops. I'm trying to maximize, my snapshots. I'm not trying to maximize like longing the bottom anymore. It's too late for that. But so yeah, just to say that on Osmosis, like some of these pairs have sick APR, right? So you've got Someone said RIP during tax season. I got Coinly, dude. I'm not worried about it. APR here for Say USDT is 318%. So I'm getting Say and USDT just for LPing this, and it probably qualifies me for some airdrops. I remember Juno, Evmos, like all these protocols at the end of last cycle were giving you not just for staking with validators, but for LPing on osmosis, you got extra airdrops. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm also doing it because it's a great way to put your shit to work. TIA Osmo is great because Osmo is the liquidity pair for every asset on osmosis. So anything bullish that happens in the Cosmos eco tends to pump Osmo, right? Imagine you've got TIA Osmo, TIA pumps, which means it's overvalued relative to Osmo. So the liquidity pool rebalances, selling TIA for Osmo, which pumps the Osmo price. So as injective moons, as TIA moons, Osmo is going to go up. Osmo hit $11 during the last bull, probably hits more this time. So I'm a lot more comfortable, pairing TIA with Osmo. And the APR is 217%. So staking with validators and then pairing on Osmo. Now let's talk about Say real quick because I'm almost out of time. The NFT exchange for Say is pallet.exchange. The blue chips on Say, and the reason I'm talking about this is because there are no real like protocol tokens on Say to care about yet, but the first meme token ever is launching on Say, and it's called Midcoin. This is the first meme coin on Say. Discord is fucking hilarious, and the rumor is that there will be extra airdrop allocation for people who hold Sailors, which is the blue chip Say NFT, and Colony, another one. This Colony was the first free mint on Say. So I'm staking Say with the Compass wallet. I've got these NFTs, and I'm hoping to get airdrops some Mid. But, think of Mid as like the bonk of Say. It's probably going to be the case. And the team behind it is nuts, right? So it's not just like a bunch of jackasses creating a meme coin. Like, it's got a sick team. So yeah. And like right now, the Colony, they're fucking like, they were $23 this morning when I swept, but they're like $43, right? Like they're not crazy. So, I highly recommend grabbing, a grip of these. They're the first free mint on Say. And as Say grows, I expect it to do well. Whew. All right. So we got through the monthly imbalance strategy, the Sol NFTs and airdrops, the Say NFTs and airdrops, and we got through the Cosmos plays. The last thing I'll say is that, I guess I won't go over Say and why I'm bullish on it because it's kind of fucking boring and it's not really even that strong conviction. I just think it's going to do well because it's a new coin. Like it's gonna, it's gonna do well. It has high TPS. The team is very focused. I believe in it. So that's all the alpha I got for you right now. There's probably other shit that I forgot, but that's kind of everything I'm focusing on right now. So yeah, go forth. Good luck. And I wish you well. And I'll try to come back in like a week or two with another alpha drop if we don't nuke. So peace out, y'all. Thank you so much for joining.